Adrian tricked me into running 5 miles.
I don't know. I gotta try.
It wasn't a trick. I told him when we got here what we was doing.
A little bit of Lenci, episode 2. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I want to talk to you all about how running has influenced me and changed my life, or different aspects of my life. So when I started running last summer, my purpose was to focus on my mental and physical health. Little did I know I would gain so much more than that. One of the biggest things that I gained was a sense of community. By me joining a running club, I mean, my whole lifestyle changed, but I'll get into that later. I met so many different people from so many different walks of life. And the number one question that we always ask each other is, what got you into running? Mine was mental and physical health. Other people had just been running their whole life. Other people were on weight loss journeys. Other people were running to help with depression and anxiety. Some people were running so they could have a sense of accomplishment and commit themselves to something. So there's all these different, beautiful, unique reasons, and we're all in this one place supporting each other and coaching each other and motivating each other. And what's not to love about that? I think that's really amazing to me. So another thing with the community piece is when you start being around runners, people who do this, you get influenced by the culture of running and the lifestyle that comes with it. So there's certain things that I no longer eat because I know that I'm running 4 times a week, and I try to only have meals and eat things that are beneficial to my runs. So there's definitely a community, a culture, and a lifestyle that I have fallen into intentionally, sometimes unintentionally. And so it's just really fascinating to know that almost a year ago, I would have not met any of these people if I did not join a running club and commit myself to being a better runner. So that's one thing. I'm going all out of order. Another thing that I have learned is conquering challenges and digging deep and pushing myself. So on my 6-mile route, I've never said it out loud. I'm actually running 6 miles. Okay. Yeah. So on my 6-mile route, the only way to run 6 miles is there and back. So when I get to the halfway point, that's 3 miles. And I think when I first started, my body would be damn, we got to run 3 miles back. Whatever we just did, whatever me and my body just went through, I have to literally do that over again, right? For the same amount of time, same distance, in order to accomplish running 6 miles. And so being in the thick of it at that halfway point has really caused me to dig deep and motivate myself and challenge myself. Especially the first time I ran that route, I was in the middle of Atlanta. I kind of didn't know where I was. It's kind of not safe. I really pulled it together. I actually caught a runner's high. Finding that self-motivation and digging deep and understanding that when you're in the thick of it, there are no shortcuts. Now, some of y'all will take an Uber, and I have my own opinions about that. Being in the thick of it and realizing there are no shortcuts, there's no way to get around this. You have to go through this. And I think it's a common phrase, but running has made that tangible and visible for me. There are no shortcuts. You have to run these 3 miles back. You have to find some grit about yourself and push yourself to get through this. And you can do this. I tell myself often, you can do this. You got this. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm my own Nike running coach. And I never imagined myself doing that. So it's really amazing to see how far I have come with myself on these runs and the self-motivation. And then after I run it, I'm wow, I really just ran 6 miles. I remember almost a year ago, I couldn't run a mile. I had to walk half of it and run half of it, and to see my progression and feel my progression, because I can feel my body becoming less fatigued around 1.5 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles. I can feel that change. That's mind-blowing to me, and it's amazing. And I encourage everyone to find something where they can feel the change, and they can feel the progress that they're making, because it is so rewarding to be a runner. Oh, my health. So there definitely has been a difference in my body. I feel better. Like my body feels better. And that could also be with like the diet part of the lifestyle of running. Like my body just feels cleaner and I feel better. Now, I still do eat junk food sometimes because I'm human and I'm also from the South and I have a lot of options. So, you know, I'm not like I only eat kale all day, every day. I definitely don't do that. I don't think I would survive if that's what I was doing. But for the most part, I eat things that benefit my runs and benefit my body on runs. Sometimes I make, not mistakes, I don't want to call them mistakes, but I still enjoy myself. I still make time and room and space to enjoy myself with food. But yeah, my body, I got totally off topic. My body just feels lighter and like better and leaner and stronger. And for me, that feels really, really good. And I consider that most definitely a benefit of running. Mentally, whenever I'm running, I get a lot of mental clarity. So sometimes like I'm replaying like a recap of my day or my week or like where I am in life right now. And it's just good to have a very special place where it's just me versus me. It's no one else. Whenever I go running, I tell myself that this run is about, you know, Valencia and Valencia. That's my real name for those of you who only know me as Lenci. But it's just Valencia and Valencia. It's just me and me, I and I. I control this run. I control how fast I want to go. I control the pace. I control the distance. I am in control of this. This is my time. This is my space. This is about me and my progression and my growth. It's not a competition. The only thing that I have to do is make a commitment to getting better and make a commitment to finishing. That's what I have to do. Once I like have made made that promise to myself over and over again on my runs, there's almost like a thrill that comes with it from like having like that mental clarity and that mental conversation. So that definitely has boosted my mental health in a positive way because that time is literally for me. And it's about me, and that space is all about me. And yes, I run with people and I have conversations with them. Also, talking while running is hard. I used to think people were crazy when they're doing that. Like, how are you talking and running? I can barely breathe. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And I find myself doing things that's the thing with running. I have found myself doing things that I did not think I could ever do. So for me to be doing them blows my mind. But yes, like, definitely beneficial to my mental health. It has definitely helped with my anxiety, with my depression, to just have that space where I can challenge myself and love myself and push myself and reward myself. It's incredible. And I encourage everyone to have that space. However they have that space for themselves, definitely have that. Definitely do that. Benefits are off the charts. If you would have told me a year ago that I would be training for a 13-mile half marathon, I would have laughed at you. Like, never would I ever do that. Like, people who do that are crazy. And now I'm one of those people. So that is really all that I have for y'all today. Thank you for tuning in to episode. I'm actually more country than I thought. Okay, so thank you for tuning in and growing with me as I release these episodes and make this content. I'm still growing as a content creator. And yeah. New music coming soon. Check out the music in the description box below. And until then.
I put on this skirt for you, this softest shoulder shirt for you, but that don't mean a thing to you.